Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward. You guys know this guy, Zach Boren, former Ohio State linebacker, and our guru to break down the silver bullets.
That's a smart word. I appreciate it.
I think you deserve it. You've earned it. So talking about Ohio State now, and I was told that we can't really compare it to last year anymore, Zach, by the Ohio State coaching staff, so I won't. But 48-7 and what these Buckeyes have done for the last 5 weeks is incredibly impressive, and the turnaround, you got to give everybody involved a lot of credit.
It's hard not to compare, right? for how bad they were last year, from giving up the big play to just not being sound, not tackling well. How do you not compare it to this year? Because it's such a drastic change. I mean, the changes that they've made within the coaching staff has funneled down to what the players now are doing on the field, and you can see it. That everyone's playing with more confidence. His defensive line is coming after, getting after the quarterback, beating their blocks. I mean, the DBs are winning every one-on-one battle. The linebackers are flying to the football, making plays. I mean, this is a silver bullet defense that we are accustomed to over the years at Ohio State.
And I guess we're going to get into this when we break down some of these clips here on BuckIQ, but it's been, as you talked about, front to back and complete team effort, and the energy that they're playing with is probably more impressive than any scheme change or anything else they may have done.
I couldn't agree with you more, and it goes back to last year, right? I mean, there was no confidence last year. Guys were looking around at one another. Guys weren't flying around with football. This year, it's like no matter what you throw at them from an offensive standpoint, they're ready for it. They're going to beat it. They know exactly what's coming at them, and they're just relaxing, reacting, and literally making plays game in and game out. And you saw it all Saturday night against a Nebraska team that, hey, was 3-1, should have been 4-0 going to the game, because they should have beaten Colorado, got beat, within the last couple minutes. Mm-hmm. But everyone's saying, hey, they haven't played anyone. That Nebraska team is not a bad football team.
They're going to score a lot of points on people. They've got Adrian Martinez, a nice weapon. Yeah, he turns it over. He's going to turn it over against Ohio State. Wan'Dale Robinson, Spielman, those guys were supposed to provide a real test. And assuming that they did, Ohio State passed with flying colors, heading into this Michigan State game on Saturday night with a lot of confidence. Here's how Ohio State shut down Nebraska. Zach, breaking it down as always for us. Roll the tape. All right, Zach, so looking just at the way that this aggressive silver bullet defense has been playing, we said all last week, Nebraska's going to be a test, and then all of Ohio State's best players at some point made a big play, and they had to combine here for this one.
Yeah, this was a big-time game, right? And I've always said big-time players make big plays in big-time games, right? And you saw some of these guys. This is early on. Chase Young, of course, right? Pulling the inside move, putting some pressure on Martinez here. And Jeffrey Okudah, right? Got his first career interception last week. Came up with a couple Saturday night. But this, just the way he's able to close on the football. We saw this late last year, him coming across the field. This reminds me so much of the play against Washington that we saw in the Rose Bowl. Remember, all the way across the field and dove and made the deflection on third down. This is the same type of route. They put him up on Wan'Dale Robinson all night long, number one here in the slot. Jeffrey Okudah stays with him, has the speed to close on it, and get the interception.
And these plays, this is something that we've talked about last year, and Jeff Hafley told me to stop talking about last year on Saturday night, so I will, I promise. But this is one example, and we're going to see more of it, where the pass rush is getting something done. The linebackers are flowing. This is complete team defense, and then you have a superstar right here.
It is, and this is what you saw a lot. Remember we talked about this last week, how they were going to spy Adrian Martinez. Well, early on in the game, right, we saw this, and if you roll it back, if you rewind it a little bit, this is what they went to so much. It's a cover one. You got Jordan Fuller playing deep. You got Malik Harrison spying Adrian Martinez, and you got everyone else playing man across the board. You'll see Tough Borland match up on the running back here, Pete Warner match up on the tight end, and literally it's these corners against these wide receivers saying, let's roll, one-on-one coverage, let's go, you guys can't beat us. So that's what you see here. Tough Borland, great switch here. Pete Warner's playing over the top of the tight end. Tough Borland's coming down here. Malik Harrison's playing the spy. You've got your four defense linemen putting pressure on here. And look at Jeffrey Okudah staying right in Wan'Dale Robinson's hip pocket. Jordan Fuller playing over the top. And look, they get here and make a play. It's beautiful. It's beautiful defense.
Yeah, I don't even think it was that terrible of a throw from Martinez, even with Chase Young on him. But Okudah, I don't know what you do. We could probably talk about this play for another 10 minutes, but let's move on. I mean, that's just a work of art right there, but he wasn't done. This is one where people looked at it and was like, well, the monkey's off Okudah's back because everything is just coming his way now.
Yep. No, and this was a great play. I'm watching this live Saturday night. In the end zone view that you see, he's playing the post right here. For him to be able to read and react and see the ball in the air, put his foot in the ground and try and come back and still be able to go on his back and make this interception after a tip ball. I mean, just the way these guys are playing right now. Everyone in the back end, all the linebackers playing free, making plays. I mean, even you see, granted, people are going to say, hey, there's no real pass rush. Chase Young going on the backside, right? I think this Jonathan Cooper right here, putting the lineman right in Adrian Martinez's face. Like, that's still pressure. He feels those things in the pocket.
I always have to be careful with some of the, people that criticize, like, oh, well, just lucky for Ohio State the throw was high. Well, here's why the throw is high.
Yep.
I mean, that's part of this team defense here.
No doubt. And here's the other thing that people aren't realizing. If you look at this, obviously Ohio State thought this was going to be a running play because Justin Hilliard's in here running the pass coverage, right? But even if you look at him, he plays great coverage here, right? You see him right here. He kind of realizes, hey, this isn't a run. I gotta get back here. But you still see these silver bullets here. Adrian Martinez has to float it over top here. You see these guys hatch. You see Jordan Fuller here. I mean, that's the only place Adrian Martinez can put this ball. And so everyone say, hey, maybe lucky. No, he had to put a perfect pass on him. Couldn't come up with it, tips it, and guess what? We got our man right here, Okudah, making the play on his backside.
There you go. 2 turnovers there from Ohio State for Jeff Okudah, but really you give credit, I think, to the whole defense. And this is, I think, when this play happened live, I said I can't wait till Zach gets his hands on this one. This is going to be the kind of play he was waiting for after all last year.
I mean, we talked about this. Go back to the beginning. This is exactly what we see. Look, 3 receivers here, 3 guys. Jordan Fuller playing over the top. Kind of let's go. You see Pete Warner right here, man in the tight end. Literally, this is man coverage, cover 1. Your guys can't beat our guys. We're so much better than you. We've got 2 spies right here. Green dogging on the running back. Running back stays in the block. Tight end stays in the block. Look what you got. 3 silver bullets just waiting on Adrian Martinez to come. Literally, they're like, come out. Where are you going to go? Got defensive linemen coming after you. 3 linebackers just sitting on you. We know your your wide receivers can't beat our DBs. And this is just putting helmet right on the pigskin.
And I remember one thing that you talked about so much was rallying to the football. And
goodness.
This was what I thought at the end of the play. I was counting them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on Adrian Martinez. There's nowhere to go.
You point that out, and that's right, but that's what they've been doing all year, right? So it's a redundant thing, which is a great thing for this defense, is everyone's running to the football at all times, right? It doesn't matter. Look at Jonathan Cooper here, trying to beat the tight end with speed, comes back around, is going to pull a little bit of a spin move. You've got Chase Young coming here, putting pressure. I mean, all these guys, Cornell, they're all putting, Devon Hamilton, they're all putting pressure on this quarterback. And look, as they get out of their pass rush, everyone comes back to the football. So many times you see defensive linemen, pull their pass rush move and then realize they're not getting the quarterback and kind of give up. All these guys come back around and get in on the football, and all of them are running to the football.
All right. If you want redundancy, I've got a Chase Young clip for you.
Oh, perfect.
This guy, I don't know what to say at this point. I think he's the best overall player in the country. And someone would have to convince me that there's someone better at football than this guy.
You know what? I completely agree. I'm watching college football on Saturday, and it comes out with like Mel Kiper's big board, right? And I see Chase Young number 5. It's hard for me to believe there are 4 guys better college football players than this guy is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is every single clip that we've seen. Granted, he hasn't made the play on any of them, but every single play he's been in, right? I mean, he's had some kind of outcome of the play. Here, he gets his strip sack for the 5th straight game this year. I mean, this is simple. Beat the offense tackle with move, slap his hands down, turn the corner, get around. I mean, this is such a dominant move. Everyone thinks, he just beats him with speed, such an easy. No, this offensive tackle is so worried. Look at that, just with his hands. He's so good with his hands placement. This offensive tackle is so worried about the bull rush, about the inside move. Both things that we've seen Chase Young pull in the last 3 clips, that he beats down his hands and beats them with speed. I mean, this is he is the best pass rusher, I think, maybe. And listen, I love the Bosa brothers. He may be the best pass rusher Ohio State has ever had in the history of Ohio State football.
He is on an absolute tear. He's had at least 1 sack in every game, 3 forced fumbles in the last 2 weeks, and he's got an opportunity against Michigan State and an offense that's really not clicking on all cylinders on Saturday night. So look out for another one for Chase Young. Look out for another defensive breakdown from Zach Boren right back next week as Ohio State takes on the Spartans. We'll hit all that on BuckIQ next week. Zach Boren, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live, we've got the practice report, we got rapid reaction. Hey, and you know we got BuckIQ with Zach Boren.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.